Alright guys, so trial close. This one here is a little bit more advanced and it will come later on, but a trial close is when you are testing the customer's readiness to make a purchasing decision without actually asking for the sale. It's designed to gauge the customer's interest and assess any potential objections before moving forward. So you're probing for problems before the problems arise. Okay, now this is definitely a more advanced technique, but a trial close is effective because they encourage engagement and they help guide the conversation towards a successful conclusion based on the customer's feedback and the level of readiness that they are at. Okay, so for example, the salesman might say, do you agree that from what I've shown you, we're helping solve your current problem for other businesses? So this is basically saying, we've identified you have a problem, and I'm asking you if you think that we are solving this problem for other businesses. If they say yes, that means that you're in a position where they think that your product is going to solve their problem. They've just told themselves that you're probably going to be able to solve their problem for them. Okay, so this is where you could say to them, okay, well, I know you don't know me yet, and in turn, you probably don't trust me either. So I'm asking if there's a time frame that you have in mind which you'd be willing to let us prove ourselves. Okay, so that's a trial close. You're asking them, is there a time frame that you have in mind where you'd be willing to give us a shot? Okay, and that's not going to give you a situation where they're going to say no. They're probably going to consider saying yes, and they're going to think about your question. They're going to give you a time frame. Oh, you know, I'd be interested in giving it a shot, but like I'd need some guarantees. Is there a contract duration? So that's when you can start handling the objections of like, well, what am I committing to here? So you could say to them, hey, like I'm not here to commit you to a contract. I'm just here to prove to you that we can do a good job. So if you'd like, we can start things off without a contract because we know that we're going to do a good job. And you know, there might be some instances where you need to, you know, put your, you know, I call it my balls on the line, where you're pretty much, you know, putting your money where your mouth is, and you're offering that person to deliver what you said you were going to do before they actually sign a contract. And it might be a nice little trial, considering that you guys are going to have the same campaign for all of your clients. Okay, if you're in the glazier business, you're going to have glazier campaigns, glazier websites. Okay, and you know, a suitable place to offer somebody a free trial or something like that might be if they have their own website and you don't need to build them a website, and you're just, all you need to do is clone a campaign for them and say, hey, look, we'll just run this for you for a month, and we'll generate as many leads as you can, and at the end of the month, if you're happy with the volume of leads that we've generated, we can talk about a contract. Okay, and that might be an example of a trial close.